Hi, this is George Murphy of Foster Web Marketing, and this is Twitter for Attorneys Part 3. Alright, so we've already registered for Twitter, and we've also shown you a quick few tools that you can use when you create your new Twitter account, how you can kind of utilize these tools and find followers and some other people who may be interested in seeing your Twitter page. The last step is just a few tips and pointers on proper Twitter etiquette and what to do and what not to do with your Twitter profile. Like we mentioned in the first video, Twitter is a social networking tool. It's not a link building tool, and it's not a self-promotion tool. What you don't want to do on Twitter is put things like you would see in a commercial or just shameless self-promotion. Twitter is more, like I said, of a networking site that you can kind of maintain some transparency and really expand your network and your online collection of friends or colleagues. You also don't want to shamefully promote your website, put in things like this or any other status updates where you may be just, again, shamelessly self-promoting because your followers are going to see right through it. What you want to really share and want to tweet about once you have a good amount of followers and once people really start following your Twitter profile are normal everyday things such as family vacations or what you're doing, like standing in line at the supermarket. Add Twitter to your BlackBerry, and when you're waiting in line at the doctor or waiting in line at a restaurant, tweet about the fact that the customer service here is bad, or I just had a great cannoli from an Italian place. Normal everyday stuff that people on Twitter are allowed to see that kind of helps them escape the normal workplace and really relate to you more as a person than they would as an attorney or somebody with a website or with a blog that you want them to read. Again, maintaining transparency on Twitter is huge, and a lot of attorneys really have a hard time understanding that and just really only go on there to promote their new blog posts or their new website or their new high-profile cases. Really taking a grassroots approach to a social networking site like Twitter is huge. Uh, Also, a good strategy is to actually follow other attorneys. They might not have to be attorneys in your area, but sharing conversation and advice with other attorneys that are on Twitter. If you go to google.com and actually do a Google search for lawyers to follow on Twitter, there's a JD Supra site that actually has a very large collection of about 491 and counting attorneys, lawyers, legal professionals, legal marketing professionals, anyone involved in the legal world that you might be able to go through and follow a good amount of these. I wouldn't recommend following them all at once, but following them, that anyone that may be relevant to your practice area or relevant to your law firm or practice, and really expanding your social network, not just followers but also colleagues and other people in the profession. Following these kind of people will also help expand your Twitter network and really promote your page. So this is the end of the last video, Twitter for Attorneys. And this is George Murphy from FosterWebMarketing.com.